What's up guys, Anders here with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Ranger class rework on test server. This will be a quick one and will serve more as a preview since we will see changes in the future. I'll have a Warrior rework video out on the channel if you're interested in what is happening with Warrior, and other class videos will come as they release them on test server over time. For this video we'll look at Succession and Awakening Ranger. I'm going to give you a gist of what you can expect from the first week of changes, but remember, these are the first sweep of changes and nothing is final till all classes receive their reworks. So if something is seemingly undertuned or overtuned, we may see changes in the future before they go live. I'll start with the pre-awakening skills and changes to Succession Ranger and give you my impressions of the changes. Now for pre-awakening, a lot of the skill flows are gone or combined into the base skills and base flows. Evasive Explosive Shot now only gives iframe on the first two motions, meaning you can no longer sort of iframe spam, so to speak, with the skill. A huge nerf in my opinion. Evasive Landing Shot now gives you super armor of 5-second cooldown, a lot more damage than before, down attack and down smash modifiers, and fairly low PvP damage reductions. I still don't expect this to deal a lot of damage, but it's a good SA trading tool for simply good chip damage while disengaging. Charging Wind now has an SA on Absolute. You can now gain a held SA after charging. The Absolute version gained one more hit of damage on the last two charges. Bypassing Wind now gives 10% crit rate buff for 10 seconds. It has a 6-second cooldown. For Succession, Nature's Tremble now deals a lot more damage and has a 12-second cooldown down from 14 seconds. Succession Regeneration also deals more damage in PvE, though 8% less in PvP, and has a 12-second cooldown down from 17 seconds, which is huge. Succession Penetrating Wind no longer has the -2 hits reduction on PvP, so more damage in PvP for that skill. Tearing Arrow in both Absolute and Succession now have split damage, meaning they no longer evenly spread the damage the more enemies it hits. So this is the modern day version of the split damage, whereas before it had the older version of split damage. This means that 70% of your damage will still go through even after 7 or more enemies are hit. Used to be way less than that, so now it's 70% of your damage to still go through after 7 or more enemies are hit. I read that as a buff for Tearing Arrow damage. It also now has down attack modifier, where it used to have air attack modifier. A nice change overall. Blasting Gust received a similar change, now receiving split damage. It can now also be used in a similar way as Succession in the Absolute form as well. Succession Ultimate Blasting Gust now has split damage and, more importantly, down attack modifier back on that skill. Huge for PvE zones where you can knock down enemies. Will of the Wind now has a DP -15 debuff instead of a DP -12 debuff. Spirit Healing passive now only gives stamina instead of also giving mana recovery on the basic attack, which is an odd change to be honest. Call of the Earth now gives a 9% accuracy rate buff for 20 seconds to not just yourself but also nearby allies, which is a really nice change. Good party utility. So overall, minor tweaks to Succession and the pre-awakened kit. Awakening Ranger on the other hand has received 3 new skills. The first one is called Step Wind, a shift plus spacebar skill that is an iframe into super armor disengage backflip. It has a 7-second cooldown and is a fairly good skill. You cover a good distance with it, and the iframe duration is about half the animation. The second new skill is called Elemental Galaxy. It's a flow, large AoE skill with no sound animation at the moment, but is a super armor and has an 8-second cooldown. The modifiers seem decent for the skill with high multipliers and relatively low PvP damage reductions. The third skill is called Guardian Wind and is a ranged skill with 2 parts. So the first hit is a frontal guard melee kick floating CC in PvE only, and the second hit is a small ranged AoE attack with a stiffness CC in PvP. Now Guardian Wind is on a 12-second cooldown, and you can use Step Wind beforehand to instantly go into the range part of the Guardian Wind skill. The new skills are not bad, but outside of the first skill, I don't know how useful it's going to be for Awakened Rangers. Having another super armored trade skill in Elemental Galaxy is interesting, and the range half protected CC in Guardian Wind could be useful. Now Wind Step is now a 2-second cooldown down from 3 seconds, which is a big difference. The stamina cost remains the same, but the skill is faster on continuous use. That's a great change. Rushing Wind is now on a 4-second cooldown down from 6 seconds. Wailing Wind now deals less damage overall. Tempest also deals less damage but also has a lower PvP damage penalty, so overall you're doing 15% less damage in PvE and around 7% less damage in PvP with that skill. Waltz of Wind is another skill with damage reduced for some reason. Elven Rage now deals more damage and now recovers HP instead of mana on hit, and has a protection gap removed, so it should be fully protected protected now. Nature's Tremble now has a 12-second cooldown instead of 15 seconds and deals about 7% more damage in PvE, though around 3% less in PvP, as well as having a DP minus 20 debuff instead of the DP minus 15 debuff. Heavenly Knot and Piercing Wind have been incorporated into the kit naturally to save some skill points, and each of the new 3 skills will cost 15 skill points, by the way, so not a lot of cost there. And best for last, Ranger now has back attack damage on all her skills. So in conclusion, Ranger rework has been incredibly average for the most part. Awakening received some new skills to help, some great cooldown reductions, but compared to Warrior Awakening, which receives straight buffs, it's really strange. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest, but there's still more than 2 months before this goes live, guys. We could see further changes in the coming weeks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think about today's video in the comments or over on our community Discord. We're now public and accepting new members, so follow that link, react to the comments to get your member role, and say hello. If you want to support the videos I make in small donations, you can follow the Ko-fi link below and buy me a cup of coffee. I love coffee as much as I love bells, so every coffee you buy me will be greatly appreciated and will of course come with some Discord perks. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload my next video. Remember, bell is good. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.